What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for stopping by today. Today's video is going to be a collab that I'm doing with CJ over at Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. Now, those of you who don't know who CJ is his YouTube channel. He just started his YouTube channel, so it's a young channel, but he is he's a competitor on the barbecue circuit here in Texas. A great cook. He actually teaches a barbecue class that I've been lucky enough to take, and I've learned quite a bit from CJ. So I'm going to highly recommend, if you're looking for someone good, someone with a lot of knowledge to follow, definitely go over and subscribe to CJ's channel. I will leave a link below to his channel. The dude knows what he's doing. Now, he and I decided to get together and do a brisket collab. He's doing one hot and fast. I'm doing mine low and slow. I have no idea exactly what he's doing, but I know this. You're going to get the good shit and not the bullshit with CJ. So make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel. I decided to do mine low and slow. I've got my brisket. Now I'm kind of going old school and doing mine just kind of Central Texas style, salt and pepper. That's all I'm using. I cannot remember the last time I've done a brisket with just salt and pepper. So I really wanted to just kind of go back and do things simple. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna take this brisket that I have. I'm gonna trim it up. Actually, it's already trimmed up. We're going to season it up. And I'm not sure what pit I'm gonna cook on just yet, but we'll decide that together. Anyway, that video is coming up next. All right, so here I got a brisket. This thing was about 12.5 pounds before starting. I actually gave it a quick trim, nothing special. Didn't film that part. We're gonna try to cut down on the time of this video, but we do need to make a rub. So I've got pepper, coarse black pepper, kosher salt. I'm trying to go I don't know if we can make that out, but this is probably 70-30 ratio, 80-20. The 70-80 being the pepper, and then the 20-30 being the salt. I'm going to drop that in here, and in fact, I'm using two different coarse black peppers. One's a little bigger than the other one. The reason for that in using two different peppers, I think is we're going to get a better pepper bark on there, a better pepper flavor without being too peppery, if that makes sense. Sometimes you can eat something that has a lot of pepper in it, actually tastes like it's spicy. That's because of the pepper. And so using two different grades or meshes, I think is really going to help. So it doesn't come out too peppery, but it's not under pepper, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it. Mix that up. I'm going to just use some W sauce. We got some lamb parents here that we're going to use as a binder. And I'm going to cover this thing really good. I want this to be really barky. So, try and give this a good mix in between applications. Going to get this whole thing covered up. I'm going to cook this fat cap up. This is why I'm seasoning the meat side first. I think with the pepper on that fat, you get a better bark. That's that. Come back over the top. So I'm going to get this side rub down. I'm going to flip it over, do the other side, just some Worcestershire, and then this rub here. And then I'm still not even sure what pit I'm going to cook on. I might cook on my Z Grills pellet smoker. I might cook on my SNS Kamado, or I may just throw this on the Weber kettle. Not sure yet. I'll figure it out once I get this done, I guess. Let's get there again. Just flip it over to the other side, and I will pick back up in just a second. All right, that's pretty much it. I might as well try to use the rest of this rub up, not too much left. Whatever smells good, just as pepper and salt. So that's it, that's enough. So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna go decide what pit I'm gonna fire up, and then we'll get her on low and slow, and see how this bad boy turns out. So again, I'll pick back up once I get outside and decide what pit we're running with. All right, you guys, I decided to run with the Z grills. It's kind of windy out here, so I want to help ensure that I keep a consistent temp. And I'm cooking this at 225 degrees. I'm using oak pellets for the wood. I'm running a pan underneath here just to catch and drippings, kind of help with easier cleanup. So that's it. Set it right there on top, fat cap up, and just gonna let it run at 225 degrees. It's gonna take a while, so I'm not gonna check on it. I'm not gonna do anything for at least a few hours. I'm just gonna let it run, and I'll take a look at it in about 3 hours, 4 hours, and see what it looks like. All right, so it's been right at about 3 hours. We're gonna take a look at this brisket. We'll get some color. You can't see it on the backside beat here. Get some color on that meat. That fat is, you know, it's drying up a little bit. But again, at, you know, the 225 degrees, I don't expect it to be that much done yet. So it's going. I'm gonna, since I have it open, say some, I can't believe it's not butter. Just spritz it. Just because I'm out here, I already got it open. Mainly this backside looks starting to get some nice color on the meat part here on the backside. So I want to focus on that a little more. Right under that fat cap. That's it. We're going to close it up, and we're going to continue to let it cook, and I'll probably check back in about another 2 hours and see how it's looking. All right, so this brisket has been going for right about 10 hours. I think this fat could have run it out a little more, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in butcher paper because this bark is set. I don't know what the internal temperature is. I'm cooking this one blindly. I'm not going to check the temp. I'm going by tenderness. So what I'm going to do is take some butcher paper. Kind of wrap this up. And then I'm going to put it back on the pit and let it go until it's tender. Fat cap up, now we'll fat cap down. I want to put it back in, fat cap up. Good. It's here, fat cap up. We're gonna get it back on the pit and let it go. I'm gonna guess another couple hours. So we'll pick back up once it's done, ready to slice up. And then we'll see how it turns out. All right, this brisket is done. Pulled it out of the pit. It went for a total of about 12 and a half hours. So I don't know what the internal temp is. I used a wooden skewer to check the tenderness. Was able to lift it up in the middle and kind of feel the brisket. It feels really, really good. So we're gonna let it rest for a little while, and then we'll give it a taste test. All right, you guys, this brisket has rested for about an hour. Just took it out of the butcher paper. Man, this thing's got a nice bark. Got some nice jiggle. Oh yeah, we're gonna cut this thing up. I'm using my 12-inch Shogun Series Spanish slicer knife from Dalstrong. So here's the flat and here's the point. Just gonna cut some of this up. Feels nice. I cannot wait to, the smell of this pepper. Good gosh almighty, I cannot wait to get into this. We'll get this sliced up. I'm gonna come about, I probably should have just sliced it right down the middle to begin with, so we get some of this point. Oh man, that just felt so good. Here's what this point meat looks like. Pick that up. Not too shabby. Cut this right down the middle. We can take this piece, set it upside down. So there's your point meat. I like the point over the flat, so I'm just gonna take a slice of this point here. Oh man, this thing is just tender. Look at that. Man, it's good. Let's give this a taste. Oh, very, very tender. Look at that. Good gosh. All right, let's give it a taste. All right, just in case some of you are wondering, this is a piece from the flat that I cut off. As you can see, nice bend. Man, this thing is tender. This brisket is so moist. Anyway, I just want to show that in case you guys are wondering how that flat turned out. Set this aside. And now we're gonna taste this bad boy. Yum. All right, so we got the brisket done. It's sliced up. Man, oh man, here's a piece of that point that look how tender it is. This thing's just, gosh, crazy. Just falling right apart. Damn it. This is gonna be good. Just a quick little recap of what we did. I took a brisket that was 12.5 pounds, trimmed it down to about 9 pounds. Now this was a USDA choice brisket. Cooked it low and slow on my Z-Grills pellet smoker, 1000D, at 225 degrees. This total cook time was about 12.5, 13 hours on this brisket. All I seasoned it with was coarse black pepper and kosher salt. So I used 2 different black peppers, and I think it worked out great. So ain't nothing left but to do this taste test, and man, I can't wait. It just smells so good. This is part of that point piece that I sliced off. Oh, let's give it a try. Good gosh almighty. You know, it's been a long, long time since I've just used salt and pepper on a brisket. And damn it, boy, that is excellent. Really, really good. You know, a lot of people feel like you got to add a whole bunch of stuff to it. You don't. You can make a really, really great brisket, a really flavorful brisket with just salt and pepper if you have the right combination. That's what we have here. Man, this bark, look at this bark on this point here. We could make that out. Damn it, that's nice. Anyway, again, This video is in a collaboration with CJ from Mama and Papa Joe's BBQ. I will leave a link below. I know he's doing brisket also. I think he's going hot and fast. Don't know exactly what he's doing with his, but I guarantee you, you don't want to miss this. Do me a favor, if you aren't subscribed to CJ's channel. Great dude, him and his wife, phenomenal cooks. If you're wanting to learn some stuff, check out his channel. You won't be disappointed. Guarantee. I will leave a link below. Brother CJ, thank you for having me and teaming up and doing this collab. I can't wait to see your video. You guys, again, link below to his channel. Go and subscribe to his channel. I would truly appreciate it. I just know he's going to do something very good with his cook. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.